Alright guys, so today I'm going to prepare a very simple fried rice. It is not going to be a traditional fried rice, of course you know me, so I'm going to use this Cajun seasoning. I've got a few ingredients. I've got onion, celery, spring onion, peppers, carrots and tomatoes and garlic. I've got a Scotch bonnet just for me. It's my favorite chili. I've got a few chilies as of ordinary chilies for Mrs. T. I've got a nice bunch of coriander. I've got some jumbo cooked king prawns. Now this is the only thing I could find because I didn't go to the big supermarket, but at least they had a nice proper Spanish San Miguel, even though this is gluten-free. The main difference between this and the UK brewed San Miguel is the alcohol content. The Spanish one is 5.4%, the UK one is 5%, and it's not the alcohol that makes the big difference, it's the water that they use for brewing. I can't describe how, but the taste is completely different from Spanish San Miguel. And I know San Miguel is originally from the Philippines, but Spanish San Miguel and the UK brewed one is just two completely different things, and I know it's because of the quality of the water. Anyway, back to cooking. I've got some sweet corn as well. So to begin with, I'm going to use basmati rice, and I'm going to cook slightly different to what I would normally do. So what I would normally do is, okay, I'm going to use this much rice for the two of us. Today I'm going to actually fry off the uncooked rice. So that's what I'm going to begin with some sesame oil. So this is the first step I'm going to do. Just like so. Yeah, that's working already. Then I'm going to fry off the vegetables, and I don't want them to be overcooked. So what I'm planning to do, I'm going to fry off the rice first, and I'm going to fry the vegetables separately, keep everything separate. I've got some lovely chorizo as well, some pepperoni made the proper way chorizo, nice. Should be a nice and tasty fried rice. Can lower the heat slightly because it's a bit too aggressive. Okay, so that's my onions done, and this should be ready fairly quickly. So right now it's 6:30. When I started to do this, just going to cook this off. I'm going to boil some wood. I should chop everything. I'm getting some nice color on the rice. Okay, I'm just going to transfer it, or pour it into the dish, not onto the cooker. Okay, just chop the peppers as well. I'm not too worried about the size of the vegetables. I try to keep everything similar in size, but what I want to achieve is I don't want to overcook the vegetables, so I still want to have a nice crunch. So I'm not going to actually cook these for too long. So the rice is already been fried. It's gonna give a nice flavor to it, and then the rest I'm just going to quickly fry on a high heat. Keep everything separate. Cook the rice and mix everything, and that's pretty much it. Easy. Into small pieces, and if you are not sure about how to hold your knife, you can even hold like this to have a good control over the knife, or you can hold it like this, or you can hold it like I do normally. I like to grab on the blade as well as the handle, so this what is the index finger is always holding the blade. Alright, so that's pretty much the prep is done, and keep using the sesame oil, and I'm going to start with the carrot and pepper. And in addition to the Cajun spice, I'm also going to use some of this Caribbean jerk seasoning, which is absolutely amazing. So again, I'm not going to, I don't want this to be very soft. I want the vegetables to have a nice crunch. So I'm just going to fry them off on the highest heat possible. Just going to add a bit of the jerk seasoning. Oh, it smells amazing. Wow. Alright, and that's about it. So that's all I'm going to cook the carrots and the peppers for, and I'm going to fry off the onions as well. Add a bit more sesame oil. These I'm going to season with the Cajun seasoning. I love spices. Okay guys, so again, I don't want to cook the onions, I just want to fry them very quickly. I want every vegetable to have a bite, so that's all I'm going to cook this for. That's pretty much it, and that's it. So next step is the chorizo. Cook these off as well, but this time in olive oil. Wow, this smells absolutely wow, amazing. And I've got my jumbo unfortunately cooked king prawns, which I'm going to add as well. So this is pretty much cooked. So the chorizo is cooked and the prawns are defrosted. It's been cooked already, so I don't have to worry too much about it. What I'm gonna do this time is that I'm going to try to keep the liquid in the pan, and then I'm going to re-enter the basmati rice, and I want the rice to absorb all these flavors. That's it. So I'm keeping this. The rice goes back in. Lower the heat to medium high. Add the water. That's about it. And I'm going to use a general seasoning. I'm going to use kucharek. Kucharek is Polish seasoning. You can find similar like Vegeta, or Vegeta if you like, or any general seasoning will do. This one from Nor Aromat is the same thing. So most of these things have MSG in it, and we all know that MSG is pretty much awesome for adding extra flavor, extra umami flavor. I don't mind to use it. I used to have a period when about 10-15 years ago I didn't want to touch anything with MSG in it, but then I've learned that there is nothing wrong about MSG. It just gives that extra satisfying flavor to the meal. I think if it's used in moderation, if you don't use too much of it, then that helps to elevate the flavor of the dish. But again, if you don't want to use it, just use any vegetable seasoning that you are happy with. Okay, so these are the three main things. Just going to add some chilies to this. Let's go with one red chili first. Mrs. T can handle it. Alright. And I'm just going to add a bit of this Caribbean jerk seasoning as well. I love spice. And then of course don't forget about the garlic. Just going to roughly chop the garlic and then puree it. Alright, so garlic goes in, and of course coriander. I love coriander. Alright. Tastes amazing already. So now I just need to cook the rice. I'm going to add water little by little. Make sure that I don't overcook the rice. Especially basmati rice. It's quite easy to overcook. Yeah, so I'll keep my eye on it. Of course I'm going to add some marjoram. One of my favorite herbs. And the rice is getting cooked nicely. It's not quite there yet, but it's near. Okay, so the rice is pretty much there. It's going to need some time to relax. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer this rice into this dish and let it sit for a few minutes. Okay. So I'm going to let the rice sit here for about 10 minutes at least, and then we come back to the rest. I'm going to fry off the tomatoes next with some olive oil this time. I'm not going to add any seasoning because everything else is seasoned already. And I'm going to add the sweet corn as well. Maximum heat. Okay, with the tomatoes I'm doing the same thing, so I'm just going to slightly fry them. That's pretty much it. I'm going to add back the onions and the peppers and of course the chorizo and prawns. Lovely. And I'm going to add all of the sweet corn. Me, I love sweet corn. So that's pretty much the oops. So guys, that's pretty much it. Remember, everything was pre-seasoned. I'm just going to fry all these together. Nice. Just going to add more Cajun seasoning and the Caribbean jerk seasoning. That's it. Smells amazing. Just add a bit of aroma. That's it. Again, I don't want to overcook all the ingredients. I want to have a nice crunch. The rice has been rested for at least 15 minutes at this point. Now I'm just going to add the rice. Just combine everything and that's it. I'm pretty much done. Wow, big portion. Lovely. Just going to add a bit more coriander. All right, bit extra coriander, lovely. Of course, for me, a bit of a Scotch bonnet. I love Scotch bonnet. Definitely my favorite chili. So, guys, this is today's dish. Very simple and easy to make fried rice with prawns and chorizo. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I shall see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.